Mark about it. Man, episode 33. But today is a special episode. Not only is it 33, but my tag team partner, Kurt McGurk, would you like to say what episode 33 really means to me and you?
Episode 33 is 1 year of the part-time marks. And you
Say it
know
one more
what?
time.
It's 1 year of the part-time marks, all right? Yeah. And yeah, 1 year, and we couldn't have done it without where we started.
Absolutely. You,
Shout out,
yes.
shout out to shout out to Out of the Box Sports. Shout out to Paul.
I mean, yeah,
If
I
he
mean,
wasn't
I
such
guess.
a he could be here with us. I ain't gonna say it on live, but he could be here with us. But anyways,
Well, you know, I
shout
have
out
to
to
play
him.
devil,
Shout out to him for letting us know that we could do this shit without him.
and I couldn't agree more. I guess if we're gonna start off with a debate show, I guess we're gonna start it off with agreeing. I mean, you got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? Um,
Appreciate you, bro.
yeah, yeah. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you for, yeah, absolutely letting us know that we don't need shit from nobody. We could have been doing this ourselves. This, you know what I mean? We love it when a plan comes together. You know what I mean? You crack the door open, you know, and then you try the door. We're the type of motherfuckers. We'll kick the door in and hand you the hinges. Here's the hinges. You know it. Thanks, Josh. We appreciate you for checking in, enjoying our show for a whole year long. We appreciate you. I appreciate your friendship. Um, Another one too. Our one of our sponsors, Ganja Graphics. He isn't in here right now, but today is my man James. James, the one who does our logo, Ganja Graphics. Today's his birthday, so I want to shout that out. So that's special. That's special. Um, Man, it's a got a lot of stuff going on in wrestling, Kurt McGurk. I mean, I guess we're here. Uh,
So
there's a lot to talk about. I mean,
they did a lot of moving and shaking today, and I know Josh keeps up with it just as much as I do. So we know Clash in Paris is going to be the last major PLE on Peacock because for the newly reinstated, we should say, because it was an ECW pay per view,
yeah,
WrestlePalooza is going to kick off the ESPN era.
WrestlePalooza. Who came up with that name?
Well, it was an ECW show, so
So did Paul Heyman? Do you think he had a hand in this one?
my thing is if you could use any special event name from ECW, why that one?
One night stand is the only thing I'm using. One night stand is the only thing I'm using. Seriously. Um, they've done it in the past, and those have been some.
And you know what? Since purpose of this show is to counter program all out, one night stand would have been a dope concept specifically for that.
With
One
the
night stand versus all out.
one night stand versus all out. Now, how would you? What would we book that like?
Well, see, here's the thing. They're keeping the NXT PLEs on Peacock,
Okay.
and they're supposed to be. The only information I heard on this was is going to be a new main roster show that's going to be exclusively on Peacock.
Okay. Okay. So that's interesting.
So the relationship with Peacock is going to keep going.
So
It's just
that doesn't change.
yeah, that's
And
not
you're
gonna
gonna
change.
need somewhere to keep all the WWE footage for the people to always be able to have access to everything, right?
I mean, yeah, if I don't see why Peacock would be mad. You keep all the library. You got the NXT PLEs, and you're going to get a show exclusive to what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. So, man, so
Yeah,
they're legit.
Saturday night's main event is also the one that's going to be exclusive to Peacock too, which
Okay.
it
Well,
might
that makes
be
sense. But
what they're
that makes
talking about.
sense though,
But
because
yeah,
that makes
it
sense
definitely
because of
makes sense.
NBC. I mean, NBC,
Yeah,
the old partnership. All right, so that makes sense. It's just like, man, there's a lot of shaking
listen,
and baking in the
he
last week.
heard YouTube too. Listen, oh, for the library, I heard YouTube too. They might move the library to YouTube, but you might have to pay for like what is it, YouTube Premium or something like that.
But you always start the conversation where you might have to pay for, but you
You
might
might
have
have
to
to
pay.
you might have to pay for that special YouTube account. So
So, but yeah, that's exactly how the conversation starts out. Like, oh, you might have to pay. Like,
yeah,
they're doing a lot, man. I know some of the normal consumers that they can't be happy about it.
yeah. Nah.
I
I
mean,
mean the plus with
all right,
ESPN is if you all you have to do is sign in with your cable provider, and essentially it's free because you got cable. It's not free because you pay for cable, but you don't have to pay anything extra to watch it.
okay,
You ain't got to worry about that because you watch it the way you watch it.
yeah. Um,
Um,
sometimes sometimes I feel like there's a delay too. So
yeah,
that's my only. But I mean, I don't mind because obviously,
me,
like you said,
I might end up paying for ESPN just because the way I'll be working, a lot of the times I'll be starting the shows at work, like an hour first hour.
mm, yeah, you got to base on your schedule. Speaking of, speaking of hours, and next week Raw's going to be on a different time slot, 3 p.m. Fresh out of work, it's going to be wrestling right on. I'm not a big fan of them. I mean, I love wrestling early, but man, I get bored afterwards. Like, damn. So what am I going to do later? Um, so that would definitely that throws me in a mix. I might have lost you for a quick moment there, Kurt, but I'll keep shaking and baking until I get back. Um, there we go. I figured I lost you for just a brief moment.
Yeah,
Yep.
you got me.
Yep, I got you. I'm still with you here. You had to go make a minor adjustment.
I got you.
Well, minor technical difficulties. Um, either way, um, yeah, you
Yes, I
here?
can hear. I can hear you.
You can't hear me at the moment because I can hear you. Can you hear now? You still can't hear.
I can hear you.
How about now? Okay, well,
We got audio.
I hear you clear. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm 100%. I was able to hear you that whole time. Um, Either way, um, your mic is muted at the moment. Whatever. Okay, Kurt McGurk having the technical difficulties, but um, with all these transitions, man, I don't know how to feel about everything being on so many different levels. Hey, what's going on, Josh? I'm gonna keep it rolling with you. Um, yeah, so for 2 straight weeks, man, we got these early pay-per-views. I don't know how you feel about them. Me and you never really get to talk about that. Let me see if I can blow things up while Kurt's not here. Um, I don't like none of. I'm not an early bird special guy. I like the later in the evening. I like to kick back, watch wrestling late at night. I mean, I don't like to run home. Like, actually, I have to pull it up on my phone. Kurt McGurk, you with us, man? You able to hear now? Can you hear Kurt? Yeah, you said. Yeah, see, I mean, I can't watch it while I'm working, but I'm trying to put my feet up, bro. So, um, I mean, I get off right at 3. So, like, basically, my whole ride home is basically half a Raw, or at least the first 45 minutes of it. Kurt, I don't know where you're at, my guy. But yeah, then I feel like I gotta watch it later too when it comes on. Like, I watch it twice. I really don't mind it. You with me? No, yes. Yeah, Kurt. So you're leaving me hanging tonight on a 1 year anniversary. You need to get your audio technical difficulties together over there. Um. So what do we? Is it just 2 weeks or is it 3 weeks, Josh? I know you keep up with it. I thought it was 3 weeks, but what did you guys say? It was 2 weeks. Um. Yeah, let me know because I have no idea. I know it's definitely like 2 weeks. I just don't know if it was like 3 weeks or if we was going 4 weeks. Yeah, yeah, I can't hear you. Now I can. I heard your mic just now. There,
Around with
I can
T-Mobile
hear you. What'd you say?
internet. T-Mobile internet.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got you. Hold on, Joe.
Damn.
Give me a
You
second
there?
here, Josh. Yeah, it's just where you're at. It's are you? Yeah, you just got to watch where you're sitting at. I used to have it all the time. Now it sounds like you're 100% clear.
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah. We,
yeah. So are you with me now?
I'm with you.
Is it? Yeah,
uh,
man. So we're talking about Paris, bro.
yeah.
Um, so what do we got brewing next, man? Are they gonna try to spice these shows up? Do we even have an idea what's going on?
So I feel like obviously Brock Lesnar attacks again in Paris.
Yeah, because Cena's definitely showing up, right?
He's wrestling Logan Paul, right?
Oh yeah, this is in Paris, huh?
That's Paris. I'm pretty sure they're gonna save John Cena and Brock Lesnar for WrestlePalooza.
But but they're not wrestling this next week. They're wrestling what, the following week?
Who?
Cena and Paul.
Isn't it at Clash in Paris?
Oh wait, Clash in Paris.
That's next week, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, there's so much going on these last couple of days. I'm like, yeah, I'm all over the place with this wrestling.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So Brock attacks again. We're setting up for something big here, obviously. How long does Brock hang around, Kurt?
Uh, so that depends. What can you have for Brock after John Cena?
That's what that man. That's a big question in my book, bro. My bad. I got good
Oh,
crazy.
that's me.
Okay. Yeah, because all right, Cena's a face again. So yeah, what do you do with Brock?
So
Because he can't take a loss, and then I mean, people's gonna think he's a little weak unless he disappears.
so that's not going to be John Cena's last match. So he don't have to lose it. His last match is going to be on Saturday night's main event.
In his
He can beat
hometown.
Brock. He can beat Brock. But if Brock's going to stick around, why? If you're going to send Brock over to the next person, you want to send him with a loss? I mean, it's Cena, granted, but it's Brock Lesnar. What happened the last time Brock Lesnar retired was John Cena.
I mean, that's where Suplex City started.
No, serious.
That's where Suplex City started.
So I feel like it's a lot you can do with Brock. You can give a heel Brock to Gunther.
All right, now.
Doesn't make him a babyface because Gunther's Gunther.
Yeah, but
You can also send him over to Jacob if you're ready for that.
I'd be a little more interested in that, because then I think
interested, but we got too much bloodline stuff going on with Survivor Series coming up, so that ain't gonna be right away.
yeah, I would just be a little more interested in that, because Gunther, like, I think he should only lose at big moments.
Yeah.
Like, then you don't think like Brock can lose back to back, unless you're getting him out of there, and he's gonna be okay with that. You already know.
I mean, it depends on who it is. Do you think he wouldn't want to do it for Gunther?
I'm not saying he wouldn't. I'm just right now.
No, not right now. Plus,
later down the line,
that's a big show match. But I think the way they're going to be using Brock going forward is going to be more of a, what do you call it? A special attraction.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because he can't be just out there taking dives. Yeah, that just doesn't make sense. I know people want him to lose, but you can't. Like, it doesn't. Then it takes away from the mystique of Brock.
They got to be right.
He got to be right.
Batu is interesting though.
Batu's interesting. Batu can lose too, and nobody would be mad.
No.
He'll get German and then keep jumping up.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting because they're both gonna sell. We know Brock sells. We know he's a major salesman. To be, in my opinion, he's a really good salesman.
Yeah, definitely.
That there's some people that have different opinions on that. Though. Yeah, I guess we see where this goes. Now we don't have really, like we said, we don't have really nothing lined up that we know of next week. Oh, I think we have like Penta and like Kofi. I know we do have something along the lines of
What
that.
what did you think of Triple Mania?
I'm sorry, say it again.
What did you think of Triple Mania?
Oh man, Triple Mania, man. I man, there was a lot of good there, man. Very interesting. Um, I thought, okay, now so this is the second one we've had.
Mhm.
So under the
Well,
WWE branch, excuse me. So I think they're getting better, bro. I mean, I feel like they're picking up on like the WWE style of things without going away from who they are, because they're still having some bangers, and you know what I mean. Man, I thought it was another really. I think that was another good, really good pay per view. Even the weirder characters I'm into, because I get it. I know
and,
there's a couple characters people's like, whoa, but
and then you get a lot of that in wrestling anyway.
I mean,
And funny.
that's what professional wrestling is, bro. You're gonna get your box of chocolates. You're gonna get your everything. Um, I'm locked in on them. I like those. I like what they got going with the little. I mean, you know, it was a little bit later. This threw me off, but like I said, the pay per view. Um, man, there was some good. There was a lot of good there. Big Josh in the house, man.
Oh,
He,
he'll be back.
he'll be back. I know he will be.
Um, so keeping with AAA, there's a lot of rumbling about your boy Del Rio might be. It could be possible he's coming back because there's a lot of people like backstage like bring him
Yeah.
back.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you don't have to put him in the WWE side of things.
No, you can keep him in AAA, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people backstage rooting for like not rooting for him, but like speaking
I,
up for him.
I
They
would say
want
it's
him.
probably. I would say it's probably 50-50
It's probably 50-50. I mean, I
because
would.
because you know he's an asshole.
Who we
I
talking about?
understand.
Almost.
Oh,
We're
oh,
talking about Alberto Del Rio.
Oh yeah. Apparently, I saw like Roman and all them guys want him back.
oh.
Yeah.
If Roman says he wants him back, he's getting him back. He'll be working with Roman by this time next year.
Man, I mean, you guys aren't wrong. I mean, you're definitely not wrong about that.
Like it's a lot of big stars that want him back too. So
but I mean that says it right there. I mean,
mhm.
it's all about who you still got like good relationships with. We all know that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I
Uh,
mean, you
I mean
gotta give him a chance. I mean,
the
he's been
character
doing
was
well
great
there.
the character was great back in the day. I
I
was a
like
big, I loved it. Like I said, you know, I got to hang out with his manager for like a night. So I thought he was a super cool dude, man. Like I said, I walked around Thunder in the Valley with him for like probably like 2 or 3 hours. I probably should have documented the footage a little bit better. But no, man, he was like a super cool dude, man. Then, like I said, like then when I actually seen him wrestling, I'm like, he can wrestle. Then I heard his whole story about because they kind of like had alcohol problems and all that shit. I guess drug addict. I had no idea he was like a full blown drug addict and stuff like that. But they're like full blown advocates for it now. So pretty cool dude, man.
Gotta give it as many chances as Jeff Hardy got. Get that man a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, he just threw a chair at somebody like less than 6 months ago.
People have done worse.
People have done worse. Oh, I mean, yeah, people have done. There's been a lot, but he has a horrible reputation, though, man. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
but the story with Vikingo is there though. Like if they're gonna feature Vikingo on WWE TV, and
I
it's
mean, you're
there, man.
right.
Like
Yeah, they did
it's
just put him on
there.
TV this week. You ain't lying. You're right. It's there.
It's there. Like you could literally bring Del Rio in and have him cost Vikingo the title, and then boom, you're off and running.
Yeah.
Yeah, because man, it did seem like he went like man, he went downhill from how well he was being cheered the first pay-per-view compared to this one. I mean, he was kind of in the mix with Dom because we were all kind of sold that like we all thought Dom could probably win that strap.
I think he probably still can.
Yeah, because
No,
there's still something there.
the funniest thing I saw about that was they're like AJ's a straight up hater. Like he'll fly halfway across the world just to get revenge.
Yeah, this is twice now, right? Because didn't he
He
do
did
it
he
to
did it
LA
to
Knight,
LA
right?
Knight last year, flew the whole way to Australia just to beat him up.
I mean, there's no level of petty that I won't go. You guys know. So, so I mean, if you got the money to travel way across country to get your lick back, I'm with it.
My
Um,
man is props. That's that personality you've been looking for.
it is, man. I'm telling you, like seriously, man. I've never been into AJ. There's a couple people, man. I don't know if it was just like they just got some new spark, but it's like AJ. I'm okay with him lately, man. This comedic stuff, I was totally with it. Man, Becky Lynch right now, man. I think she is hilarious, dude. Like how she made herself look like she was the victim the other day. I was in here dying. She was like, "No, don't you do that. Let me tell you exactly what happened."
That's because this is. I even said it to you. This is how she should be booked. She should have been booked as a heel the first time, but no, the old man had to do weird stuff and change her whole character. Like they didn't need to change anything. Just make her a raging bitch like they did, and that's all it took. Like they completely changed her whole character last time.
I'm right now. I'm loving it. I'm like, this whole like she's playing the victim.
She's legit the female Seth Rollins right now.
Yeah. Uh, well, so while we're talking about like, do you guys think maybe Jade should go heel?
Yes,
She'd be better as a heel.
it should have happened.
I
It should
think
have happened.
Kevin Nash called it out or
Yeah,
something along the lines of.
it
So
should have happened immediately
That's
after WrestleMania.
that's what made me like her in AEW was she was a bitch,
Hmm.
you know. And they
yeah,
did well to cover up her greenness because they gave her squash matches. She should be wrestling big, just like Kevin Nash told what's her name over there. She
Raquel,
should be
yeah.
wrestling the same way. She shouldn't be trying to do all these different moves, man.
she's about to win that world title. Watch.
Yo,
Let's talk
I
about
think
it
I've seen that somewhere too.
That's who's winning that title at Clash. Watch.
because do
Oh,
you
and
give her the title
the
and let her hold
stories
it
that
until Naomi comes back?
no, Liv.
She's dropping it right to Liv.
Okay,
She's been hanging out with your girl Roxanne, and Liv is like, why are you hanging with her? Like,
yeah.
yeah, the story's there. Oh God, I can't see her win world champ, y'all.
What? Wasn't she like a Raw or SmackDown champion at one point?
Who? Raquel?
Yeah.
No,
NXT?
she was NXT champ, but
See,
she's
okay,
never
she never
been
made it.
main roster. No,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Ooh,
Like you don't
ooh,
got to. I
ooh.
wouldn't. I don't know if I'd put it on Volcare this quickly.
no, I don't know either.
Because what are you gonna do? Are you gonna put it on Volcare and then have her drop it to Rhea in Australia? No, you put it on. You put it on Raquel. The story's already there with Rhea. You could just have her, go to Australia and then boom, Rhea gets screwed in Australia. Like
Ooh.
there's no reason to have Valkyrie versus Rhea if and then that would be dumb. The story's already there. Well, you mark my words, Rhea and Liv are teaming together when she gets back.
Oh, oh.
And they're going to systematically take down the Judgment Day.
His revenge tour.
I hear you. I think you're. I see. You're cooking.
He's cooking, but
he's cooking.
Not out of the way.
It's not, because we know there's still a lot there. They're gonna. But we do know she's gonna systematically at some point take Judgment Day down, because Finn's sneak. We know he's against her on the sneak. Like, we know he's been a problem for like 6 to 8 months now, and nobody's not saying anything.
Right.
I do. I finally like Raquel, man, just being champion.
It ain't gonna be a long reign. If they can get that on her, and you can maybe have.
It's already been 2 months. It's already been 2 months.
Yeah, like, word is the Rumble, but if you can get her back before then, there you go. But I don't know. But I think Raquel's winning that title, and she kind of does deserve it, though. She's done everything they've asked her to do.
It's just so horrible. Because wasn't it Blotch City just the other day?
You said you've been like
it has gotten better, but then wasn't we we went right back to wasn't we somewhere and it was Blotch City again?
Yeah, but I don't think that was all on her though, too. I forget who she was working with, but they were wrestling somebody and they were sloppy. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, well, maybe it was that big tag match.
Maybe.
Well, yeah,
it was a Triple Mania. Yeah, it was Lola.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I do. I get it. It's totally there. I'm just like, ugh. But it's funny because I don't know if you guys noticed it. Ever since Kevin Nash talked about, you notice she starts to do more of the moves too. That she's been doing the corner elbows. She's just been doing his moveset. And I'm like, I was like, hey, maybe that's why he's okay with it right now, because she's doing his moveset along the way. Like, hey, you're going to talk about me, I'm going to use it. But, and I usually don't like to listen to Kevin Nash too often, but it seems like he's been hitting a couple bullet points the last couple.
It's
his
funny.
last takes.
He was talking on his podcast the other day. Because, of course, old bitter Brett comes out and says, I was invited to SummerSlam, but I didn't have a seat. And Nash is like, I had to call him and tell him I didn't have a seat either. It's like, Brett, chill out, bro.
He always got to go right to the internet, man.
I'm glad Montreal happened. I'd have done it to him 3 years sooner than that.
I mean, if you don't want to, yes. Sometimes
Sean should have just been like, yep, I did it.
Yeah, that's the only thing because I mean, when he looked at him and said, man, you know about it, and he was like, man, I swear to God, no, I didn't. That's it. I'd be like, man, I mean, what are you? But he also probably knew Brett could beat him up too, because Brett used.
Yeah, but he had Hunter and stuff with him. You're trying to tell me Brett could beat up Hunter?
They should have. They should have jumped. I mean, I know me and Kurt would have jumped him. That's just he just jumped you. That's pretty simple math.
Drop the belt, bro. You wouldn't have had that problem.
That's all you got to do is drop the strap. What else do we want to talk about? Like you said, so that's who we think is pretty much going to be bound for strap, because we think it's a little early for Vakir. What about now? What about Asuka and Io?
Yeah, that's tough. They're slow building that heel turn, and I like it.
Yeah, you said you felt like Io was getting too many main event matches the other day.
I'm getting tired of her, man.
She's all over the place.
She's hot.
I get it, but it's like if everybody's gonna complain about this stuff about Rhea getting a shot every time or this, that, and the other, you gotta Io's great and everything, but come on, man.
It's just the same few. It's the same few women.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Io,
that's the
Rhea,
thing. Yeah,
Becky, Bianca.
yeah. Naomi kind of messed that up to where you can actually get a couple other people in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're still gonna get Bianca. So we're gonna get something built off this too. Oh yeah, I mean this truck,
Bailey.
Bailey. Oh man,
What's up with
Bailey.
Bailey? Let's talk
I
about
like
Bailey.
they're doing something big with that.
They're on to something. I
I'm
like it.
liking it. She
That's
got the
why I was
voices in
telling
her head like Randy.
Yeah, that's
Like
why I was telling you the other night, Larry. I was like, it's situations like this with what happened with Naomi. That's why the Money in the Bank needs to be kept for like and it's ironic too because she cashed it in, won the title, and then she had to relinquish the title because she's having a baby. The Money in the Bank used to mean something. Like you got to go back to that. Like
Yeah.
that would have been the perfect way to take the title off of her. She could have
What a-
taken she could have taken no bumps. Money in the Bank person could have just came in, hit her in the back of the head with the briefcase, said, "I'm cashing in," and pinned her. Boom.
Gone.
Simple.
Well, but you know what? It was like, man, it's like everything just all went right for her in the
Yeah,
last couple
exactly.
months. You know,
Mhm.
like it's like hard to knock it. It's like, damn, man.
Yeah,
And then I thought her promo on Raw I thought
it was good.
because yeah, and it's funny because she's not the greatest talker,
Mm-mm.
but it's how she plays the character and like you said, it was like here comes the switch mode right now. Like she's gonna play
She
into it,
did good.
and it was like perfect timing. She went into switch mode. Yeah, man. I think she's gonna come back and they're gonna make her a tear again because I
Hmm.
think she just went out all on the right note.
Yep,
So I'm definitely cool with it. I thought her and Becky back and forth on the internet's hilarious right now.
that was great.
What an irresponsible thing to do. She said we
It
learned.
can't be.
She
because
said
what
we
makes it
learned.
funny is it happened to her too.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
she tagged it back like, yeah, we
Hmm.
learned from the best.
We learned
That
from
was
the best,
funny.
bro. Like, come on, bro.
That was hilarious.
Funny. She was
Yeah.
so funny. I don't know
Oh
how you never liked her, bro. She's always been funny.
man, it just. I like you said. It's sometimes it's the voice, bro, and like I don't know. I think I don't know. Maybe I missed or I just didn't pay attention enough to the other sarcastic Beck. But the like Becky right now is so sarcastic, and like I said, it really ever since like the garbage can promo, I thought that was hilarious. Oh, yeah,
No,
maybe I was.
when she burnt Nikki about Cena, I almost turned it off.
Yeah, and it's just a spin back to exactly what she did to Cena before.
I'm
You know
like,
what I
how
mean?
you gonna do that?
Because she burnt Cena the same way earlier. Oh yeah, and I don't think Nikki was ready for it neither.
I'm like,
That was
oh
the only
man.
difference. I don't think she was
So,
really ready for it.
do we think Nikki takes the belt?
Nah.
No,
You
I can't
I
see
think that
that.
they got that belt where they want that belt to be, and
Yeah,
you put
it's
that
where it
belt
needs
on
to be.
Nikki. That's taking that belt a step down because she's not a great worker.
Yeah, Nikki. Oh man, I didn't like them back then. I was never the biggest fan. I'm
Is
like
that
they're just
love or
kind of doing
respect?
things.
I'm bringing somebody up from the main roster or I'm bringing somebody up from NXT and taking that belt from her.
Um, I mean,
I mean,
I don't know. It seemed like speaking of seemed like Lash Legend was like gonna get a little push. And then I don't know, man. It looked like she got hurt, man. I don't like we didn't see anything on it. But man, that squash by Nia Jax was brutal. And it's not even like when she went up for the Annihilator like it was on purpose. I don't think she realized like Lash wasn't even completely turned over on her back yet from the impact from the like her coming down from the power bomb. I was like, oh, that looked disgusting. I don't know. It didn't say like she was hurt anywhere,
What
but
I'm doing, I think what I'm doing is I'm taking the NXT North American Women's title off Sol Ruca, bringing her up to Raw, and I'm putting the Women's IC title on her.
I like
Ima-
that.
Imagine her hitting Becky with a soul snatcher and place going crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy. That's not bad at all. That's not a bad. That's not a bad bring up.
I mean, that's
She
what
right.
Becky. I mean, she gave Lyra the rub in NXT. She gave it to Tiffany. So now you bring somebody up to the main roster. She can elevate that person and the mid card title.
Yeah, because it won't be long for JC Jane either. Because obviously, if she just won, I know.
They need to take that belt. They need to take both of them belts off of her tomorrow.
Yeah, oh man, what a person we all still never thought. And the more that everyone's like, yeah,
It
you
came
know
out of
what?
nowhere and made no sense.
And they know it now, and it's like, all right, yeah, it irritated everybody. It did
Come on.
exactly what we wanted it to do.
The
Because
NXT one, the NXT one was bad enough. Then you're gonna put the TNA title on her too.
Wow.
that was wild work.
Why don't you just send her to Triple Mania and win that one too?
Well, that's exactly why, though. I was like saying about
Or
Dom,
Triple A.
like I was telling you guys about Dom. Like, yeah, we kind of thought Dom could win that belt, but if they take another championship from another company they're partnered with, they're gonna
I
get.
think. Here's what I think. I think he wins the Triple A title, drops the IC title to AJ, and at Survivor Series we get AJ versus Cena for the IC title.
I got something too. You got
To,
anything? I got an
to, com-
idea too. I
to
want you
complete
guys
the
to hear.
Grand Slam.
I want you guys to hear this out. You got anything on this, Kurt?
No, I'm
Before I
listening to you.
So what happens if Ray comes back and Ray helps him win that belt to try to prove he's not a deadbeat dad?
Ray's never ever been a heel in WWE either.
Yeah. Listen. Ray comes back, helps Dom win this belt. They like somewhat reunite. Bro, I think like to prove he's not this deadbeat dad.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it would be the ultimate. Then you'll get Ray versus what's the dude's name we were just talking about?
Vikingo,
Yeah, Vikingo. You'll get that match. I mean, then obviously you'll get Ray and Dom tag so.
But that could backfire though, and then that could make Dom the biggest baby face in the company. Because do we really see the people booing Ray?
No, especially not in Mexico.
No. If he screws Vikingo out of the AAA title, and even if it's to help Dom, that place is gonna go crazy.
I'd rather just Dom get the title and then we start back up with him and his father again.
He can defend it against Ray. Ray's never you could run that back.
There's a story within a story there. Like, I won the AAA title before you. I'm the greatest Mysterio.
Yep.
Oh, definitely.
If you want it, come and get it. It's
he's gonna go so. It's so funny. He's gonna go so far.
And then carry it through. They want to create more history. That AAA title's never ever been defended at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah. We already got Joe Hendrick, so we seen the TNA World Championship oh yeah, we're definitely going to get more of this. The more, I mean, especially it's right. It's almost that time to start. They're going to start getting that calendar out. Start trying to slowly figure out what they're going to cook.
Unreal season 2.
Good enough. WrestleMania is going to be 4 days.
Stop.
No, see here's what I think they're gonna do. And you're gonna call me crazy, but here's what I think they're gonna do. I think they're gonna take one crew to Vegas and they're gonna have one night of Mania in Vegas, and they're gonna take another crew to Saudi, and they're gonna have night 2 in Saudi with a different crew.
I see.
They're gonna run WrestleMania in 2 different countries at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't think you're crazy. I think that's
Because
wow.
because obviously they're talking about having WrestleMania in Saudi. Why would you have two WrestleManias in 1 year? You're watering it down if you're gonna have it twice, right?
Mm-hmm.
You run Saudi night one because it's going to air during the day. Because it's going to be too hard for people to watch night one of Mania in the States that's in Vegas and then turn around and get up and try to watch it at noon. So you run night one Saturday in Saudi with that crew, and then you run night two in Vegas on Sunday night.
I don't think, right. Kind of on to something. Yeah, I don't think you're completely crazy because, like you said, we know they're talking.
That's not crazy at all.
No, it's really not. It's actually kind of a good point.
I mean, that's really,
different
to
places.
me, that's the only way you can give Saudi a Mania. That crew's not going to, that talent's not going to want to, like, I mean, they go there, but you send them there for a few days, you run one show, boom, they get on a plane and fly back, and then they're back for Raw on Monday. They can fly back.
That show's gonna butt. I don't see that out because oh man, you know how I feel. It's like glorified war memorial shows over there.
But that's what can make it special, though. That's what the aura is. And not only that, Saudi is pitching hard to get The Rock. So we bring this back around. I want your soul. I want your soul. I want your soul. He takes everything at WrestleMania in Saudi.
Makes a lot of sense. He's on to something. He's on to something.
I like that it's two different locations.
They haven't done that since WrestleMania 2 when they tried to do that simulcast in 3 different places.
Yeah. So that you know they're gonna spin back the block. You know this is exactly what they did.
Exactly like that.
You're right. I think you guys are both right.
Because I don't think like Kurt said, you can't do 2 nights of Mania. And what are you going to do? Have a Mania in April, and then you're going to run one in December in Saudi, like a Starrcade type deal? That's too. That doesn't make sense.
No, you guys are right.
I say if you want another main spectacle show, bring back Starrcade.
Yeah.
I mean, that was their biggest show.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it back. Bring it back in Saudi.
Yeah.
I could deal with that. I'm okay with that.
And make it a big deal.
They need to start doing more with their Saudi shows because like they're essentially just stealing money for them because them Saudi fans don't know. They're just happy just to get the wrestling.
Yeah, and that's exactly why they want them old time wrestlers because they're like, well, we never seen them, so we'll pay anything.
Like there was a point literally a few years ago where you had the Universal Championship matches, Brock Lesnar versus Ricochet, and they were okay with it.
Yeah, they was like, hey man, we're getting Brock. We don't care about anything else. Right.
And then they even had Brock versus Cain Velasquez, and they said, we're good to go with this, buddy.
We'll take it. Like I said, man, it just comes down to them getting, as long as they're getting a decent name that they've never seen before, they're okay with Undertaker and Kane versus Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Like,
they should have never done that.
No, they should have. We already knew. Speaking of old stuff, Kurt, you had a topic. I don't know if I've ever asked Josh this one, so good it catches him off guard. But we've discussed this, so maybe it's time to talk about it. Is Michael the Miz? How do you say his last name? Mizanin? Mizan. Is he a GOAT?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh,
And I'll
answer
say this,
quick. Okay,
and
he
I'll
answered
say this
quick.
one.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
The reason why I say it is because he's another one that will do anything that a company asks him to do. Like you literally, for example, a few years ago, they backed themselves into that corner with that Money in the Bank ladder match thing, and they put it on Otis for some reason. Well, they had no plan for Otis, but they needed to get it off of him because you needed to put the belt on Lashley. Well, how'd you get the belt on Lashley? You had The Miz take the contract and then take the belt from Drew so you could get the belt on Lashley without Lashley beating Drew. And it kept Drew looking strong going into Mania, but you needed to get the belt on Lashley for the first time ever. So Miz was literally just a handover guy. He had the title for a week. And then the dude loses to Shane McMahon at WrestleMania. Has the feud with Snoop, not the feud with Snoop Dogg, but he did the stuff with McAfee. He did the stuff with Snoop. He did the stuff with Logan Paul. Like the dude will do anything you ask him to do, and he doesn't complain about it. And he's a good ambassador for the company too.
Yeah.
Adding that to the fact that he's a good worker.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he can work with anybody.
He can make anybody look good.
Yep.
Now, when we say GOAT, do we say like top 10 or do we say like top 15? Like, like I'm just curious how far we can take this small conversation.
He'll probably be in my top 15.
Yeah, I'd say so too. Let me tell you, I'll take the Miz over a guy like Chris Jericho any day of the week.
I can't do that.
Here we go now.
And the only reason why, and here's the thing, and people, their loyalties come and go. But like, if anybody has had an axe to grind with WWE or that could have left because they weren't being used the right way, was the Miz. Jericho literally came there in '99, was a main event star pretty much from the time he got there almost until the time he left. Like, and then he leaves, and then all of a sudden, oh, this whole I'm going to go to AEW thing to create new stars. And then he made it a point that, well, if you want a TV deal, you'll put the belt on me. And I don't know. I've never been a big Jericho guy, but I think the Miz. I think if you give me the choice to pick between the Miz and now worker wise, I think Jericho can have far better matches. But as far as you give me somebody that you put him in any situation, the Miz can go out there and he'll run circles around Jericho.
Hey, Kurt, you want to speak on that?
Oh, I don't disagree because, like he was saying, I've told you this. I feel like a lot of the stuff that he's been doing the past couple of years is it was kind of like pissing me off because now to me you're messing with your legacy with all this other BS. You should have left it. What was the first one?
What? Now, what you're talking about, Jericho?
The inner circle should have been the last thing you did. That was because they just started getting cornier and cornier. And now I'm starting not to like you. And honestly, Jericho has always been probably in my top 5. It's probably not there no more just because of all this shit that he's been doing. But yeah, I agree because when you put Jericho in the same situations that you put Miz in, Jericho's probably not going to do it.
Probably not.
Miz is always going to get the job done.
Yeah, what? Real great value points there.
He puts the business before himself, and that's probably what
that's hard to do, man. That's hard to do. But some people understand too when you're not a main eventer.
I mean, what does Miz have to accomplish? He's accomplished everything there is to do there.
There is. They didn't even want him there at all.
And he's about to give Mello the biggest push he's had too.
The biggest,
because that's where that's going. They're about to turn Mello babyface, and Miz is about to put him over huge.
Yeah, which I was wondering why they did that match the other day because I'm like,
okay, they're planting the
seeds. Yeah, obviously, yeah, they was planting the seeds, but it was just like because, like you said, Mello was at home, and we're like, why are you making them heels right now? This isn't making any sense. Like the crowd's like, we don't care. We're cheering for Melo regardless.
When he finally snaps and takes out Jericho, place gonna go crazy.
Yeah, because that's what he needs too. He's ready for his push.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to get him
Yeah,
back.
and he needs something. So yeah, Miz will take care of him.
I'd work him with Miz, finish that up, and then I'm putting him on Raw. Mellow.
Yeah, I think there's a couple people that need to go. Like we said the other day, we think a couple tag teams need to go to Raw.
I'm putting Fraxium on Raw.
Yeah.
And I think I'm probably moving the Motor City Machine Guns to Raw too.
I'll take Legado del Fantasma over there.
Because let's face it, what are we getting by the end of the year? We're getting a reuniting of the Usos when the MFT win the tag team titles.
Yeah.
Because that's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's obviously coming.
You can only continue to put Jay in world title matches on Raw until you're blue in the face.
No, you need to get the Usos back together.
It's coming. It's coming. And if it's either happening by the Royal Rumble or they're going to save the payoff for WrestleMania.
Then we still got Toma Tonga coming back at some point.
Yeah.
What are we going to do with Toma when he comes back? But it seemed like he was kind of following Jacob, like without saying too much.
They don't need another Bloodline War Games though. Like if you're going to do War Games this year, I'm doing War Games with Rollins' crew and like maybe one or two other guys against Roman and a hand-picked team. That's really the only War Games match that makes sense. I don't want to see Bloodline versus Bloodline again in War Games.
Yeah, I don't want that neither. But definitely, it's become a Roman match.
This is going to be 2 days too, right? Is this pay-per-view 2 days?
No, not this year. They're talking about it in the future, but not now.
Okay, I was going to say it was done. Yeah, because this Y6 thing, boy, it's like running dry real quick.
Yeah.
It already ran dry, and they're still trying to hold on to it. And it's
like I don't want this to sound like bad or speaking ill of the dead, but like once the initial shock of Bray wore off and they realized that Bo Dallas isn't Bray Wyatt, they kind of, okay, he ain't doing it.
It was over. Oh, yeah, it's not the same. I see how they're trying. I know how you feel about it, Kerry.
It would have worked with Bray.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
If it was Bray, he'd already destroyed. He would have already he'd have been the WWE champion by now.
He'd have the title.
Could you imagine, God rest his soul, Bray versus Cena with Cena as a heel?
That's we're messing around.
Story they could have told with that, just based off of the Firefly Funhouse match.
Yeah, because didn't he say he was the one? Didn't they say there's a little mix with Cena and him too toward the end there, right? Like with him in the Firefly Funhouse. There was some story there?
Cena told he wasn't going to do Mania. He told Vince the only way he'd do Mania is if he could do it with Bray. They were going to do it in the stadium in Tampa, the actual match, and then the pandemic hit. And he said, we got it. And then Bray threw out the idea of the Firefly Funhouse match, and they were able to do it cinematically. And Cena's like, all right, I'm in. But he said he was only the only person he was working with at that Mania was Bray.
Yeah,
he felt he owed him from WrestleMania 31 or WrestleMania 30 when he beat him. It was his way to give back to him.
And yeah, we're missing out a lot with Bray and his creative side.
But could you imagine
this new era?
Cena standing in the ring as a heel, running everything down, and then all of a sudden the Fiend lights hit. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the Fiend comes, and he's got Cena and Sister Abigail, and boom.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was like the only one that was like a straight fan of just the original country, like Bray Wyatt.
I like Bray, but that Fiend
I,
character was.
But what?
I already know how you was. I already know how you felt about it. I was just like, I just loved him, Luke Harper. I love that.
It got weird. It got weird at the end though. Like when he did that stuff with Orton at the end, it got weird.
Yeah.
So,
Then you threw him with Matt Hardy.
you know they told you used to do too much.
Mm-hmm.
You always
Well, that's
want to
why.
do too much. That's what I hate when people's brains work like that. I'd be like, slow down.
Well, that's why Brock wouldn't work with him. Brock didn't like all the bells and whistles that went about it, and he didn't like the character because they were supposed to work at WrestleMania 32, and then they changed it to Ambrose because Brock didn't want to work with Bray.
Too much. Brock likes it simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple. You don't want the cinematics.
But that's the shit that sells. But I see why he doesn't want the son. He's Brock fucking Lesnar.
Speaking of him, nice segue. So into this match with Cena, they got to gimmick it up, but I don't think we got to put them in Hell in a Cell.
No.
I think you make it. I think you make it like a last man standing match or something, and we get Super Cena, and Brock just can't keep him down.
Yeah, I mean, we have to get. We just got Super Cena versus Super Cody.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it got to be one of those points where no matter what Brock does, he can't keep him down, and then finally Cena puts him down.
Yeah, Cody already beat Brock.
Yeah.
Oh, such great matches, bro. Like,
There was some good story there. There was some good stories there. I can't do Cody. I get it, but I can't wait till something else comes along.
Well, right now, and this obviously can change, I've seen from different people, different outlets, that the two main events that are penciled in at Mania have to do with Cody, Rollins, Punk, and Roman. Just how do they get there? Are we going to get Rollins and Punk, and then Punk finally wins his title? Are we going to get Roman versus Rollins and Cody versus Punk, or are we going to get the third match of the trilogy, Roman versus Cody for the title? So they said the OTC one, there's a reason behind it too, because Cody's calling himself QB1. So OTC one, they want to play that up. So I think that's where they're going, is Roman versus Cody at Mania. And you don't got to turn either one of them heel. You don't got to turn Roman heel. He's at the biggest apex of his career right now as a babyface. How they wanted him to be 10 years ago when they couldn't get him there. You could just go in. You want to be QB1. You gotta put me down, and then Roman wins his title back.
Straight up one-on-one match, no cheating.
One-on-one, no bells and whistles, no bloodline rules, no nothing. You and me, who's the better man? Roman can play it off too. Is tell Cody, all you talk about is wrestling, and you want to be a wrestler. And you're a better wrestler. Well, how's it going to feel at WrestleMania when I out wrestle you and win the title?
Do they want to get it back to the OTC, or do they want to keep CLA?
There's a plan. I think the plan is to put it on him, and he's going to be the one to drop it to somebody like Braun Breaker.
Yeah, because I think we're in trouble. I think we're seriously in trouble right now. Man. Like I said, there's so many guys that's hot right now, but you really can't put the strap on. So.
No, Braun's not ready. You can't.
LA Knight's not a champion.
Because I think what he's starting to pull off too.
Who's that?
LA Knight.
Pulling off.
He's starting to cool off. Jay to an extent, but
because
not
it's
as
all
much.
story. Because it's all gimmick shit with LA Knight. So it's like You just don't sell me on being a world champion. We know what Jay is.
Mm-hmm.
Jay's the element of surprise champion. We're not going to see it for a while.
No, the last time you saw it was Kofi, and you ain't gonna see it again for a while.
Yeah.
They're gonna stick with their.
If they wanted to try to sneak the belt on him, that's when they should have really did it. When he was having them feuds with Roman, when Roman was beating his ass.
Yeah.
Oh, one more person we forgot about that we got to put in, and it just hit me. Where does Sammy go? The Rumble's in Saudi. The Rumble's in Saudi. Do we sneak something in there where we get Roman versus Cody, or do we get something where we get Roman versus Rollins, Punk versus Cody, and Sammy sneaks his way in one of those matches?
Yeah, because he keeps saying he's once in this world title.
He's got to
there's something there.
He's got to get a world title match.
Here's what I want. I think we should. There's nobody with a briefcase right now. We should do away with the whole Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Bring it back to WrestleMania because you got 2 nights anyway.
Yep, that's what I said that too.
You can have one. You can have the women's one night and the men's the other night.
Mm-hmm.
When you said Saudi, have a WrestleMania in Saudi. If he won over there,
have the men's in Saudi,
or
win it.
Do it. Let's one up it. Have him win the Royal Rumble in Saudi, and then it goes full circle, and he wins a world title at WrestleMania in Saudi.
Ooh.
That means there's something there.
You can't write a better story than that for him.
No.
That'd be like winning it in Montreal.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be against it.
I wouldn't be against it. That's a good story.
But I agree with the Money in the Bank thing. It's become too much of a prop, and apparently Triple H hates it anyways. But it makes him too much money, so he doesn't want to do away with the whole concept. But I would put it back on Mania.
You've already gotten rid of every other gimmick pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Bring the match back to WrestleMania.
Yeah, I agree.
Place Money in the Bank with something else.
Yep. Oh, yeah, there's other stuff you can do.
Mm-hmm. There's plenty of stuff. Mm-hmm. Kurt, is there anything else you want to touch on?
All I'm saying is, and I told you this, Larry, if Bronson Reed doesn't hit Roman Reigns with a tsunami with the shoes around his neck at Clash in Paris, what are we doing?
the tsunami.
If he doesn't come flying off that top rope with them shoes around his neck and hit Roman with a tsunami, what are we doing?
I wasn't the one who said it. Was it Corey who said it?
Because I was going to say that sounds like something Corey would say, man.
He was on fire the other night, man. Some of his commentating, you can tell he's happy to be back on Raw. But he was putting I forget who he was talking about. I think I said it to Josh. I can't remember. But I was like, yo, he's really cutting up during this match. I forget.
He's trying to make them forget all about Pat McAfee.
Oh, yeah. He was cutting up during somebody's match. But yeah, I think he was the one that said the tsunami, but it was somebody else. I know he was putting somebody over. I don't know if it was Xavier Woods, but
what I love when the New Day came out, Michael Cole said something like, "How long are these guys going to do this?" And Corey's like, "Who the hell are you to tell somebody how long they're allowed to grieve for?"
Yeah, that's the match it was, because he called himself Corey Greaves. He was like, "I've been grieving with the New Day ever since."
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on fire. And then they was talking about how expensive that hat was that he had on a couple weeks. He said, "I want 18 grand cash." Michael Cole was like, "Yeah, it was worth $50." Yeah, man, they do. They just definitely got to spice that tag division up. Are we missing anything else, Kurt? I know we're gonna come. I know we're gonna come back in a couple days because we want to do a little bit more. Josh, anything else you want to touch on? You came in hot. I think we caught everything. You know, the new deals. Yeah, we talked about. Yeah, you guys said bring up somebody from NXT. I think there's a couple people you can almost bring up.
I think, and this is, call me crazy, but you can only put Javon Evans in the main event against Obafemi so many times without him finally pulling off the upset. I think it's time you put that title on Javon Evans to get Oba to the main roster.
Bring Oba up. He's prime. He's ready.
He's ready.
And the first person you put him with when he comes back is Gunther.
Put him right to work. Put him right to work.
Right to work.
If he can hang with Gunther on the main roster, this dude's gonna be, and you can put him in that upper echelon of Jacob Fatu, Braun Breaker, nope, Gunther, the future, the guys that are gonna be main event manias for the next 5 to 7 years.
Yeah,
he's definitely one of them, or should be.
Like let Javon Evans somehow sneak that title win at Heatwave and shock the world.
I'm okay with that.
Because how many times you gonna put him in a match for Oba to just beat him?
Yeah.
Like that ain't doing nothing for that kid.
It's not, and he's so entertaining. He's got the personality. I love that he's more like just himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like we said, I for a while there, I'm like, I don't think anybody should beat Oba, but yeah, I don't want to see Trick beat him. I think that would be the shocker, seeing Evans beat him. I think that would be the move.
Definitely.
We said that's in what, 2 weeks too? That's in a couple weeks.
I think yeah.
So, yeah, we got a lot of wrestling to talk about. When do you want to come back?
I got one more thing. I got
one more. Let's do one more time.
What do we think about this whole Cross situation?
What's that?
I don't think it's a work, but I do think he's avoiding talking and signing with AEW because they have a habit of, especially with ex-WWE guys, they want to lock them up long term so they can't go back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he knows that, okay, I want to keep my options open with WWE, but I'm going to work with the indies now. But if I go there, I ain't never coming back to WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah. At first I thought it was a work, and then the more we went into it, I'm like,
it's legit. I think he honestly, I think he returns at the Royal Rumble.
I hope they let him return as Killer Cross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is something there. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finally seeing that there's something there, but you got to really push this thing.
There's always been something there. They just never moved on it.
Well,
and not only that, but AEW just won't know what to do with him. Like, it'll be one of those things where it'll come in and it'll be the initial hype. Oh my God, Killer Cross is here. And then in a month, he'll be losing matches to guys like Osprey and Hangman Page, and he'll be in catering and he'll be miserable.
If he doesn't end up on ROH, like.
Right. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to AEW if I was him. I would wait till this works out for both parties.
Right.
And obviously give me the push that I feel like I need, because obviously the crowd is already saying it now. So
he'll be back.
Something to do with my character, and let's get to it.
He'll be back. There's not a doubt about that.
Mm-hmm. Kurt, any final remarks?
That's it, man. That's the only thing I could think of.
Man, happy 1 year anniversary, Ray. Josh, thanks for checking in with us, Ray. You caught us during some technical difficulties. We got to do this more often if you got time around this time.
I didn't want to leave you hanging in case he couldn't get back in.
No, I appreciate it. Oh, I knew he was coming back. He was going to fight us.
That internet dropped, and I was like, it would happen as soon as we go
Yep.
live, bro.
Of
That's where
course,
it
because
goes.
we was in here talking for what shit since like 9:20 something.
Yeah.
So that which was crazy. But man, we appreciate everybody that checks in with us. I hope you get to do this more often with us, Josh, because it
I'm gonna
definitely
try.
yes, we appreciate it. Man, it was just perfect because it was a 1 year anniversary. So you going
Yep.
in, makes the show better, gives us more to talk about. We appreciate, the people that look out for us. Ganja Graphics, you already know Kurt.
Yeah.
James, it's his birthday today, so when he does get to watch this video, happy birthday, James. He's probably asleep right now. But we appreciate the t-shirts and stuff. We got some other ideas for you too, bro, so please check us out. And who we most importantly appreciate is where it all started for us, over a year ago. We appreciate you because without you, we wouldn't have actually went on about doing what we really wanted to do. So for the one idiot over on out of the box, we appreciate him. But everybody else, we definitely miss those guys, man. All jokes aside, what I mean. There is guys over there that we do miss. We did have fun with some of them guys doing some of the shows. So, what I mean. So no hard feelings with them guys. Kurt, it was a great show, my man. Josh, great show,
Great
man.
show.
Appreciate you. I got to get up early.
Me too. Hey, listen, I got the 12-hour shift tomorrow, so
Always.
You said always 12.
Always.
Oh
Never
man,
fail.
yeah,
that's where
man.
I'm at right now. Yeah.
I gotta be up 5 a.m. So that's
Yep.
it's early bird. So I'm ready to eat and die. So there ain't too much more I can say. Thanks for everyone checking in. You know what it is. It's the PTM boys and our honorary Oos. You know what I mean, Josh. We out. Let's.
Cocky bitch.